Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Master Manifestation Retreat. Thank you all for being here. I'm so excited. I have so much to share with you. Step one, please let me know where you're coming from. Can you even hear me okay? And what is your number one intention for our call today? So, welcome, Carrie, Christian, Denise, Geert, Linda, Mandy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to all who donated. That really helps us pay our team and for all the expenses to make this happen. And it helps us continue to want to do even more events with you guys because we really want to share so much with you. Awesome, Denise. Denise says, sounds great. Excellent, excellent. I'm your host, Tarek Bibi. My heritage is Lebanese Syrian in this lifetime, Palestinian even, basically all the countries that are getting screwed over. And on a soul level, definitely feel resonance with Pleiades, Arcturus. I was told by a psychic I'm from Hadar, this planet of love. She was like, if you imagine the Beatles came from a planet, that's the planet they came from. But definitely an old soul. I remember as a kid praying to God saying, why is it so dense here? And why am I so different from everyone? And I didn't fit in, and I was super sensitive, and I internalized and personalized everything. People literally were speaking to me in school like I was some kind of alien, as I felt like an alien in a human body. On top of that, there was tons of trauma. School was really hard. I was like put down every day, told I would never amount to anything. Um, but yeah, and just the worst belief systems you can ever imagine. And then later on, almost got a heart attack, prayed for a second chance, went out, sought all the best healers I can find, took their courses, programs, did one-on-ones with them, still didn't get the results that I wanted. And then from that pain, I birthed the infinity healing process that's been voted one of the most powerful result-oriented healing modalities by some of the summits out there that have worked with the world's best healers, like every modality you can imagine. They all went through there and they still chose infinity healing as their favorite. So super honored about that. And I'll be sharing some of that with you guys today. So what are we doing today? I promise you, my biggest promise is that you will leave this call more activated. And we have some infinity healers with us here today, um, like Denise. And any other infinity healers who have taken my training, please just comment here. Please let us know your intentions, guys. This is an interactive experience. I know the eclipse is happening this Saturday, which is tomorrow in Aries. I know we're in Aries season, but I don't need this, but for you to best receive the wisdom from this call, please be interactive. Please open a file or a book where you can write down notes because there's going to be some home play. This is not a passive experience. It's not a one-way conversation. This is for people who actually want to make long-lasting transformations and changes in their lives. We're not watching a movie right now. We need to snap out of that hypnosis, get into that Aries activation, which I bring a lot in my sun energy, at least in Western astrology. So I'm not going to say anything till I hear from you guys what your intentions are. Denise, thank you so much. I want to focus on coming into my soul mission fully. Beautiful. And what we like to do when someone shares an intention at the count of three, we'll say, and so it is. One, two, three, and so it is. All right. And for those of you that don't know me, what I bring to the table is I developed the Infinity Healing modality. It's helped me heal my core traumas, helped me reprogram my mind. I went from broke to making $10,000 in 10 months. I was able to heal a lot of my childhood wounds to the point that I spent like a whole year with my family last year. And usually, our family really mirrors our wounding and not worthiness and not good enoughness. And the fact that I spent a long time with them and barely got triggered just is a great reflection of all the work that the Infinity Healing has helped me alchemize. And we're going to share that with you guys today. And the manifestation tool. So I was 15 years ago, I started traveling. I've been traveling for 15 years. I manifested being able to work through from my laptop, sharing my Infinity Healing, my mentorship. 90% of my clients are women, 10% are amazing men. and they're either transitioning into a life of purpose, so they might be little closet healers, afraid of fully stepping into who they're here to be and do. So that's the first group. And then the other group already are out of the closet as healers, but they're not experiencing their 5K, 10K, 20K, 100K per month goals. And we help them get to their financial goal in record time. And yeah, we've had people clear cancer in record speed. We've had people manifest dream jobs within a few days after their first session. I just spoke to one of my friends and clients today who, after one session, hopped on joined an MLM, multi-level marketing, and pretty much $50,000 almost passively. You can't say 100% passive income, but almost passive income. I was just looking at some of the clients I worked with last year, and one of them manifested going back to work. She was like, I hope they let me go because then I get like 150,000 euros for like a severance. And that's exactly what happened. She goes back to the job after, taking sick leave. And then that's exactly what played out. They said, we need to let you go. They gave her 150,000 euros so she can focus on her horse healing business. So we've had two people last year, one this year, all expense paid trip to Ireland, Morocco, just so many beautiful, beautiful things. A woman manifested her dream car, her dream home after years of not being able to do that. We had a person manifest their soulmate literally the next day. I can share that later. So I'm sharing all of these wins. I want you guys to affirm something as I'm sharing these beautiful wins. Bless those people who experienced it. So bless those people who've experienced it. And we, like in our tribe, we kind of do this with our hands. We just send them blessing energies. And this too, this or something greater will happen for me. Let's all affirm that. This or something greater will happen for me too. Beautiful. So, Mandy, I want to eclipse whatever is keeping interesting choice of words, Mandy. I want to eclipse whatever is keeping me from being full in my magic and manifestation. Guys, 1, 2, 3, and so it is. Beautiful. Christian, my intention is to clear up the scamming case. All right, for Christian, 1, 2, 3, and so it is. Thank you guys for sharing. Geert, I'm from Belgium. Intention is to be open for whatever transformation I'm ready for, activating my communication skills with my soul team. 1, 2, 3, and so it is. Carrie, focusing on healing and health, freedom of Palestine, because we're not ever free until these humans are out of an air prison and genocide. Free Gaza. Thank you so much, Carrie. Free Gaza, free Palestine, and also free the brainwashing of all the people who were brainwashed to believe that Palestinians are animals or are lesser than or are terrorists, right? Because there's maybe I would say Israel and US are probably one of the biggest, probably top five most brainwashed uh, in terms of how the media is used to brainwash the citizens to believe about the enemy outside, right? Um, and that's a very serious thing. And I have more empathy for people who hate Palestinians in Israel and or elsewhere because I see them as victims of brainwashing. So I pray that that brainwashing gets alchemized. Pray for the Palestinians. We'll definitely do some manifestation for world peace and world empowerment, sovereignty. Thank you so much. I want to focus on bringing Americans into awareness and humanity again. Step into the true self-compassion. Yes. And at the same time, with both those nations I mentioned, US and Israel, there's a huge movement towards peace. And there's the people who are unbrainwashable, who are creating such amazing humanitarian movements through documentaries, through podcasts, through blogs, through just so many amazing people doing amazing things at the same time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and so it is. All right, let's get into it, guys. So I feel like I shared a little bit about my. Let's see if we can go live. Where should I go live? Should I go live on YouTube or on the Facebook group? Let's try the YouTube page. So it's the esoteric. No, 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 no. Sorry, it's not the esoteric. Sorry, guys, forgive me. Give me 1 second. I believe Denise, we were talking about this. It's the Rise and Shine page, right? That's my YouTube channel. Because I had a YouTube channel for like 50 with 13,000 subscribers, and then it got hacked and haven't been able to get in. And but we are resilient. We will keep going. So I'm going to share with you guys 13, I think 11 of the most powerful manifestation uh, tools that have worked for me and my clients. Okay, we are going live. The user is not enabled for live streaming. Okay, gotta send this to my team to figure out. Let's get right to it. Okay, didn't get an email. Pash. Okay. What's the link, please? Okay, I'm getting people asking about how to get onto this event. Has anyone had a hard time when you signed up getting the links? I don't know why. We set it up so when people sign up, they get the links right away. Not easy, huh, Geert? No wonder we only have 7 people here. We messaged it to thousands of people. Oh, Christian, it was easy for you. Ah, okay. I'm just gonna private message this person. There you go, Julia. Okay, so we weren't able to go on YouTube. Let's try Facebook. Connect to Facebook. Continue as Tarek. Forgive me, guys. 1 more minute. Log into your Facebook account first. Okay, screw it. Let's get back to our manifestation mastery online retreat. So, step one, if you guys want to write this down, step one to mastering manifestation. Sometimes I even wonder, I'm like, why are people coming to me and then they're manifesting what they want? Like, I don't like to think that there's something I have that my clients don't have. But what I'm aware of is the intensity of the transmission. So look at the difference between these two transmissions. I'll share my perspective of the divine, whether you call it God, source, universe. It is all around us. It is consciousness that's all around us. It will not intervene unless you ask for it to intervene. I don't think it's healthy to project our human way of thinking onto the divine because sometimes it's very literal. Like, hey, I would like a girlfriend. Okay, here's the girlfriend from hell. Shit, I should have been more specific. So it doesn't have that. Sometimes when you're just transmitting like a general thing, sometimes you get that general uh, manifestation. That's why it's very important with your manifestation work to say this or something greater. Someone write that down, please. This or something greater. And I added this part where you go, all my heart's desires, because I remember once saying I'd like to manifest $10,000 a month, manifested it, but I had no one to celebrate it with because I was stuck in my South Node Capricorn. If you guys don't know your North and South Node, look into it. Really important stuff. Game changer. So my purpose was to be more of a nurturer and nurture my relationships and to self-care, self-love. But I was just whatever it takes to get my goals. So it wasn't the finances; it was a quality of freedom. One of my mentors says, if your goal is not financial freedom, you're missing the point. So financial freedom, not just money. It's the freedom it can give us. And abundance includes money, but some people just substitute abundance for money. That's a trap. Money is one manifestation of wealth. Health is wealth. Energy is wealth. Time is wealth. Quality of relationships is wealth. Peace of mind is wealth. There's many ways of describing wealth. Does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, so for a few people it was easy. There was some time difference issues. Some people had a hard time. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Okay, so transmission. So just like a strong transmission. We'll do a manifestation later today, and it's a video that I can send to you guys. You can use I use it every day before getting out of bed. Um, and it's so just write down we need to send a strong transmission because look at the difference between this. Please God, if you're out there, can you please help me manifest my life partner, right? And compare that with, I believe God, universe, source is a frequency, vibration, consciousness. And when you're transmitting a strong, clear force to like some of the most, I remember once being like, God, I'm done with this. I will not continue on my purpose unless you help me take care of my finances. And I swear to you, I will continue to do God's work for the rest of my life. It was a strong transmission. Yes, I threatened God. Yes, it worked. So, because think about it, like a lot of us were sacrificing so many things to be on this path. And then on top of that, we have, we're hard. It's hard to manifest a life partner. For some of us, it's challenging to manifest financial abundance. So what's the point? Like at least give us the basics where our finances are taken care of. We're able to share our lives with an aligned partner and feel that love and support and sacred union. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to come to doing that intense, aggressive threat, but God, source, universe doesn't care about the threat. It cares about how strong that transmission was. It cared about how serious I was with that transmission. What are we getting out of this, guys? Strong, clear transmission in our manifestations. Okay, keep it moving. Consistent. Uh, some of us are not consistent. We're flaky. Hey, I desire to manifest my ultimate life partner, but I'm also going to settle for this, and that, right? I desire to manifest 10K per month, but I'm also settling for clients that just drain me and don't pay me and things like that. So step into our king energy, queen energy. Would you like an infinity healing to, first of all, in your manifestations, put out the most powerful, strongest transmission? Would you like an infinity healing for that? If you'd like that, just say yes. Yes. So throughout this conversation will be wisdom, but what makes my work revolutionary and the most evolutionary work out there, I talk like an Aries, I know. I have to be number one. The most evolutionary is because we're working with source energy. It's actually not about me, it's about you, it's source, God, universe. So when you say yes to an infinity healing, you're allowing source, God, universe to do infinite things for you. That includes letting go of limiting beliefs, fears, emotions, root traumas, childhood blocks from mom, dad, ancestral, past lives, contracts, vows, agreements. It alchemizes all of that and replaces it with what is best so that you can manifest what you're desiring with infinite ease and grace. So, step one, would you like an infinity healing? When you say yes, it activates the infinity healing process. Would you like an infinity healing to put out your manifestations with the most powerful intensity? Yes, perfect. You can say yes out loud. You can say quietly in your head. Next, would you like an infinity healing to be consistent with your self, be integrous with yourself, keep that standard? Even if it doesn't seem like it's working, you keep that standard, you keep believing, you keep having faith. Would you like an infinity healing for that? Yes. So tricky thing with consistency doesn't mean every single day you're saying, universe, I'd like to manifest a partner. Because part of manifestation is the surrender and letting go. Who here has a hard time with that one? Fully surrendering and letting go and trusting. Tell me I'm the only one. Why are there two Tark BBs? Oh, this happened last time. It's like a little glitch where someone else comes in as Tark BB. Interesting. Okay, would you like an infinity healing to completely surrender to the divine flow, to fully trust in the process, to fully allow, to fully get out of your own way, um, and to fully receive your manifestations with infinite ease and grace? Yes. Denise says that infinity healing helped her with the surrendering part. Yeah, it's tricky sometimes. So, would you like an infinity healing to continuously? So, when you're putting it out there, it's where you're coming from. Are you, when you're consistently focusing on the desired outcome, the manifestation that you're desiring, are you putting it out there from a place of, I don't have this, I'm lacking this, I want this? Or are you consistently putting it out there? I'm so grateful for having it, right? Very how many of you guys in your manifestations are putting it out there from a place of I don't have it? I'm gonna put my hand up. Sometimes I slip into that. So think about it. You're even if you're doing the most powerful manifestation techniques, but you're putting it out from a place of I don't have this. You're actually powerfully manifesting not having it. Does that make sense? Because what you're transmitting to the universe, to God's source, is the lack of having it. Hey, I will be happy when I have a partner. I will feel fulfilled when I manifest this job. I will feel more free when I make this money. Yeah, great. Yeah, Carrie agreed. Geert say yes as well. Yeah, Denise. So would you like an infinity healing to always put out your manifestations from a place of having it already? So you're tricking the universe. This is why like it's tricky to project our humanness into this infinite intelligence because a lot of times when I read religious scripture, it feels like we're dealing with someone who has more powers than a human, but still has like a human side in a way. But the fact that you can trick the universe, you can't trick a god like, well, technically you can trick godlike beings, but um, that shows you that it's beyond like the human mind. It's a transmission. There's program matrix programs, both divine and manipulative, and the fact that we can, fake it till you make it, put it out there, and then it mirrors that back, right? It's like a matrix program that mirrors back our beliefs, our fears, our emotions, our traumas, sometimes from past lives, ancestral, all of that. So, would you like an infinity healing to powerfully transmit into the universe the thing you're desiring, but from a place of always having it right now? Like, I am so happy and grateful for, right? Does that make sense? So let's feel it in our bodies. Let's feel, universe, I'm lacking money, love, partnership, uh, a fulfilling career. Please give me this, right? So now I'm putting out unintentionally, I'm putting out not having this. It's like saying, continue to provide me a reality where I'm not having this. That's what we're unconsciously doing. So very important. We get into that state. I'll share with you in my video AM ritual playlist. We're getting into that heart coherence. So heart coherence, hand on heart, deep conscious belly breath. Exhale longer than inhale. That gets us out of the survival. And think of five to 10 things you're grateful for. Right. So that simple process, scientifically through the HeartMath Institute, it's called the heart coherence process. And because it's very important to start that, and it's in my playlist. Maybe I'll share it with you guys just for the visual, for those of you who are visual. Because if you're manifesting from your head, host disabled, sharing, I am the host. Uh, interesting. This is very strange that I'm not able to share. God. Well, there's someone here. Here, I'll see if I can message them. Yeah. Oh, it's Sess. Trying to troubleshoot you live. Okay. Thanks. Sess, can you make me co-host? Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Sess. I appreciate you. Okay, we have some did new people join. Julia, welcome to the call. Did I miss anyone else? Okay. So far, we did infinity healing activations to have our default be powerfully transmitting, consistently transmitting, but not only consistently transmitting what we're desiring, consistently transmitting it from a place of having it. Would you like an infinity healing to continuously, consistently transmit what your heart is desiring? Yes. And would you like an infinity healing to alchemize, transmitting it from a place of lack, scarcity, and not having survival? Would you like to alchemize that? Yes, yes, yes. Next, we talked about that. Act like you already have it now. Very important. I've had people manifest it through dance. If dance is your medicine, through dance they were manifesting being with their ultimate life partner through dance movement, right? So whatever ritual you decide to do, it could be visualization, it could be through movement. I remember once being in BC, and it was like, I grew up with like fearing magic, but it's like the light side of magic, like where it's using like roses and incense. There's the light side of magic, but then I really never go close to where you're black magic, where you're dealing with entities to manifest stuff. And I've met someone who's Brazilian, and he said he went to this like witch doctor in Brazil to manifest this woman. He loved this. He was attracted to this woman, and they did this weird ritual. And he literally felt like he was stuck with someone that was misaligned, and he could never, like, she was just obsessed with him and like suffocating him. Not literally, but so yeah, so just for those of you who still are afraid of the word magic, there's the light side of it, where you're doing something ritualistic, where you're using things from nature, and it's your intention behind it, right? So I remember buying this kit. It was like a love manifestation kit, and it's one of the steps that I'm sharing with you guys. And it was a love ritual, and I did it with my friend Kat. I have so many experiences where I do this with people, and then they go on and like literally they get married. Literally, it's happened like at least 5 times. So did it with her, and we were dancing and celebrating. It doesn't have to be all dark and like scary, It's like the intention. We had some cacao, we had some music, we're dancing. And oh, sweet. Thanks, Sess. We are live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube family, we are we're like half an hour into the master manifestation. We will re-upload this later, but for now, thanks for joining us. And Christianity did that with magic. Exactly. It scared us off from magic. So why was I talking about all of this? Because it's one of the ways to manifest. You do something ritualistically. You could do it with fire, like burning away things that are no longer serving you. We've got a full moon tomorrow in eclipse. A great time to set intentions. This is actually very divine alignment that we're doing this event today. We just had the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, which is the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. And that's also a great time to set intentions. It's like the spiritual new year, a lot of great things. Okay, so act like you have it now. Would you like an infinity healing, whatever it is that you're desiring in your life, to always act as if you have it right now? Yes. Yeah, stay. Yeah, Denise makes these awesome manifestation candles. Great. Next step, we talked about this earlier. Would you like an infinity healing? Once you put it out there, to fully let it go, to fully surrender it, to fully trust and allow. Yes. Another big, big, big secret. I want you guys to write this down. Most important thing, number one goal, number one priority should be at the top of everyone's list is to feel good now. Such a simple, like it's so simple that some of you guys might not take it serious. It's so powerful, right? So you wake up, you're not feeling great, feel good now. Okay, if I stay in bed, I'm gonna downward spiral and feel worse. And if I kick my ass out of bed and go have a cold shower and play some good music, I know for me as an 80s baby, 80s music, it's got like that lightness, brings back good memories. I'll play like cheesy 80s music. And it gets me in the vortex, right? So Esther Hicks, Law of Attraction, talks about the vortex, get back in the vortex. So would you like an infinity healing? Man, he's laughing. Would you like an infinity healing? Yeah, music is always healing for me. Exactly. To always pivot. And so Esther Hicks also talks about pivoting, right? So if you're here and you want to be here, maybe step one is getting out of a relationship. Maybe your baby step is taking time for yourself. Maybe baby step is to give yourself a day off. Maybe a baby step is to spend some time meditating. It's like, what's that baby step that you can do now, right? So the question becomes your ultimate purpose in life. I've shared this before. It's not job related. Your number one purpose and mission in life, other than feel good now and pivoting from where you're feeling to what can I do to feel better? Okay, I'm feeling zapped. I think if I make a cup of cacao, which I did earlier, will help me feel better. I feel like if I go have a cold shower, it's going to make me feel better. If I look at the sun and eye gaze with the sun for a bit, it's going to make me feel better. If I plant my feet on the grass, I will feel better. So it's not about feeling great all the time. It's about the waves, knowing that when I'm at the very top, feeling great, this too shall pass. When I'm down, this too shall pass. But instead of it being so extreme, it can become more like this, more graceful waves. And that means when we're not at our best, we master self-care, our spiritual practices, being kind to ourselves, and that will like gracefully bring us back, you know? Staying humble, staying in gratitude when we're going through the ups and downs. What are we taking away so far, guys? What are stuff that reflections, insights, ahas? What are your favorite things that you've heard so far? Denise says, music, instant positive vibration with certain musicians. Is one of them Indigo Prophet? By the way, highly recommend checking out my music, Indigo Prophet, because every song, I'm literally on the microphone at the studio. I don't know if you guys can see my mic. That I'm literally like hands-on microphone, channeling, praying, and every song has a silent infinity healing encoded into almost every song. Like we have this song, "We All Come from the Goddess," that has a witch hunt healing because the song's about women who were labeled as witches and killed in the past. The Light Warrior Anthem has a Light Warrior activation, to really connect with your infinite DNA, your galactic codes. Every song has an activation. The Divine Masculine, whether you're a woman or a man, bodied, activates the healthy masculine, the warrior. Um, so let me see if I can share my screen so you guys can see. I'll put it here in the I'll put it here in our notes for AM rituals. Well, actually, when we get to it, I'll share. But anything under Indigo Prophet will have activation. So if you're playing songs, and I know sometimes like I'm in a funk, I'll play one of my albums and then I just like feng shui my whole space. And then I just feel like very clear and focused, like no more distractions. Really, really powerful stuff. So Indigo Prophet on all streaming platforms. That's my rap name. 6 albums online, tons of activations, great songs. Yeah, Denise, thanks for inspiring that share. Breathe out longer than breathe. Okay, so the big takeaways. Carrie, I'm getting a new car, manifesting that. 1, 2, 3, and so it is. Breathe out longer than breathing in. You like that, Mandy? Gets us out of the survival state. We can do that literally every hour. Another powerful hack by one of my mentors is to set an alarm on your phone or whatever you're using for an alarm every hour to connect to source God universe. So imagine every hour we get like sucked into the matrix or whatever and come back to self. In fact, if you can get it, would you like an infinity healing to get into the habit to constantly coming back to self? Right. So just experience that right now. Come back to self. So come back to self is like quieting the mind, going within, feeling my body, feeling my feet, feeling my breath. In yogic traditions, it's coming back to the breath. Right. In South American, they say in or in Brazil, they say inspire, something like that. Inspire as breathing, right? So coming back to self, you can set an alarm on every hour to take a moment to fill your body. The process I do, we'll do it right now. Imagine every cell in your body shining like a sun, jumping up and down with joyful expectation and spreading throughout your whole physical body, emotional body, light body, your energy field, your home, all your relations, all your connections, spreading into your city, country, planet, universe, blessing all beings everywhere. And then coming back to our bodies and grounding from our feet deep into Mother Earth, deep roots going deep and wide, deep and wide. So that just took 30 seconds. So imagine, so the home plate would be to set your alarm every hour to do that. And I just wanted to read your big takeaways. If you haven't shared, please share. So demanding to the universe, that resonated with you, Carrie. Beautiful. Cheesy 80s music, man. Dude. That's a big takeaway. We're bringing the 80s back. I love it. Feel good now, Mandy. That was your big takeaway so far, is to feel good now, right? Ultimate purpose. Like put it on your vision board, which we'll talk about in a minute. Write it down on a stick-it note or whatever they're called. Especially Ocean and Pachamama. There you go, Denise. Come back to nature. Denise, activate higher chakras 8 to 12. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, so I have a program called Activate Your Infinite Chakras. And we go past the 7 chakras. We do from 8 to 12, which is all about like all the clairs, clairvoyance, clairsentient, telepathy. And Denise is highly recommending it. Thanks. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, we'll do a follow-up email. We'll send you guys all the resources so you know what we have to offer. Okay, next. Feel good now and pivot. So we talked about that. What's one baby step I can do right now to get me closer to the vortex? Surrounding yourself with winners, guys. Everything's energy. And a lot of the wealthy people, successful people know this, that through osmosis, especially as empaths, we absorb a lot from what's around us. So surrounding ourselves with people who are positive, people who are doers, surrounding ourselves with people who are not victims, surrounding ourselves with people who are not blaming, surrounding ourselves with people who are not stuck in downward spirals, surrounding us with people who are making things happen. They're aligned with their purpose. They're making good money. Uh, Very important. Would you like an infinity healing to be very mindful with who you're surrounding yourself with? And this is not like it's not like an elitist thing. When the Libra part of me has such a hard time with this rule, I had such a hard time because, I love all people, and we're all, we're all equal, we're all deserving, we're all potential, we're all somewhere, we have good and bad in all of us. And I had a hard time with this one, to be honest. But it's, I notice when if like I'm surrounding myself with people who are just getting by, no judgments, like in terms of I'm spending a lot of time with them, I end up being the one trying to bring them to where I'm at, which is exhausting. But if you surround yourself, like I just moved into a home, I left a spiritual community where I was that person trying to bring everyone to a certain level of life purpose alignment, abundance, as they were helping me like balance the overworker. And, they had medicine for me as well. They helped me drop into my feminine, just be more and have more fun. And just moved into in the video you guys might have seen what the home that I manifested, so beautiful, overlooking the ocean, swimming pool, and just feels really expansive here. And just having two entrepreneurial brothers who are, we meet once a week, we write our goals, we hold each other accountable. There's repercussions if we don't manifest our goals, just like fun playful stuff. And just hearing one of my brothers the other day, yesterday, we're at the beach, and he was telling me about how much he's making every month. And immediately the healthy competitor in me is like, okay, I'm ready to like double what I'm making now. It's like healthy competition when athletes come together, they're all inspiring each other to be the best version of themselves. So, would you like an infinity home to surround yourself with your ultimate soul tribe that will inspire you, motivate you to be the best version of yourself? There you go. Denise is activating that for you guys, Carrie and Mandy. Yeah, so two things I want to say about that. One, if you guys don't have an accountability buddy, it's one of the biggest hacks to hold you accountable to manifest your goals. So manifestation isn't all in divine feminine where you just put it out there and allow it to happen. The part that was missing in the secret is divine inspired action. It was like suppressed. So it's giving you like half the formula. Inspired action is the other half. If your superpowers and your divine feminine, you just magnetize things to you, great. And if you can move through life simply magnetizing, attracting it, great. But if you feel like it's not happening all the time, look into that divine masculine that takes inspired action, which could even mean just like initiating a conversation with someone, right? That's still action. Yeah. So would you like an infinity healing to take inspired action? And surround yourselves with people that will help elevate you financially, with your life purpose, with your spirituality, with your sense of being. Okay. So step number one is mindset. Why people succeed. I'm actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the fan off. Remember, step number one, self-care. How am I feeling? So ultimate life purpose. How am I feeling right now? So right now, while I'm doing this, come back to self. What's my purpose in this moment? Noticing some irritation here because I'm talking with the fan hitting my throat. Step one, put the fan off. And now some liquids for my throat. So your ultimate purpose is checking in with yourself moment to moment, hour by hour, and asking yourself, what is my being needing the most right now? And being could include your inner child. We don't want to move forward on our path with our inner child kicking and screaming. If something's coming up for it, we stop everything, when we can. what's going on. I talk to my inner child. What's going on, little guy? How can I help? Have we been working too much? We haven't been playing enough. Okay. What do you want to do tonight? Movie night. Fun foods, popcorn, um, nature explorations, adventure, dancing, singing, whatever. Some play medicine to balance it out. Big part of Aries medicine is play medicine, keeping that innocence, like that song, Return to Innocence. It's even in the Bible scripturally. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven unless you're in a childlike state, something like that, right? So it's talking about coming back to that place of innocence. Thanks, Denise. You're like the ultimate infinity healer promoter. I love it. Denise is one of our infinity healers. And she's saying infinity healing helps guide you to know when to take inspired action. Does that make sense about the life purpose, guys? A lot of times it's like being a healer, being a musician, but it's like, no, it's knowing, checking in with ourselves moment to moment and asking ourselves, what am I needing in this moment? And providing that. So if you all can take a moment, check in right now. What is my being needing from me right now? Oh, my being's needing me to just like massage this part of my shoulder. It's feeling a little sore. Oh, my being's needing me to just do this with my neck. Oh, my being's needing me to just like straighten my posture. What feels good for me right now is taking a deep breath. What came up for you guys when you checked in? See, a lot of times the ego wants it to be about something so much more complicated, and it's so much more simpler. Does that resonate with you guys? Yeah. Stretch, deep breath. Great. Stretching, water. Good. Excellent. Okay. So funny. Everything I've said right now were just like little notes I channeled right before the call, but banana. My ultimate purpose is banana. Love it. Enjoy the banana. Yeah. Yeah, there's something in bananas, potassium, I think, or something that a lot of people are missing. Great. So step number one, someone write this in the notes. Step number one is your mindset. So I'm going to share a few solutions for that. One, on my website, targetpeople.com, you guys have me recording 13 hypnosis audios that all my clients that I work with listen to while they're sleeping. So we listen to these hypnosis audios while we're sleeping. 95% of why people succeed or don't succeed has to do with mindset. So successful, wealthy people know it's not all about the efforting and hard working. It's about let's get the mind right. It's like you're going to grow a food forest in your garden. Step one, let's clear out the things that need to be cleared out, right? The limiting beliefs, the toxic behaviors, traumas from childhood, like doing all of that first, adding all the potent soil, planting all the organic seeds, and nurturing them. That's the first step, right? So mindset, hypnosis, very powerful. The infinity healing does, so hypnosis works on clearing the limiting beliefs, EFT tapping, clearing the emotions trapped in the body. So part of why I got so frustrated why I birthed infinity healing is because each modality was doing one thing. Hypnosis for the mindset, for the mind, beliefs, EFT for the emotions. And then so infinity healing just does all of them and adds more than what we can even ask for, things we can't even fathom that is possible. Peels, yeah, Denise says infinity healing peels the layers away. Exactly. So mindset, you can listen to hypnosis audios while you're sleeping. You can go to targetpeople.com, check out the program Infinite Abundance. Maybe we'll send it to you guys in replay and you can just donate for it. It's the first program I created. It's all hypnosis. So it's planting positive suggestions into your mind. I'm successful. I am taking inspired action. And while you're sleeping, Like there's this security guard, which is your conscious mind. It's like a security guard. So if you tell yourself right now, I'm a multimillionaire, it's going to be like, no, you're not. But when you're sleeping, that flap opens up between your conscious and subconscious. And it's the perfect time to plant positive um, beliefs into your subconscious. And your subconscious is the one that creates your reality. So I could tell myself a million times a day, I'm good enough. But if my subconscious created a story from childhood that I'm a piece of shit, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough based on what I was told or what I experienced or stories I created. At the end of the day, we're the ones who created the stories. Someone could have told us we're not worthy, but we had to, on some level, accept it or reject it. So we can still take ownership and accountability for the fact that we allowed it in or didn't. And that's the beauty of hypnosis. So I think one of the biggest hacks that has helped me manifest all the things I was desiring is listening to hypnosis audios at night. You can even go on YouTube and type in, but to be honest, I'm very careful with words. I'm very Virgo precision with words. Even the other day, someone said release. I told some of you guys this before. Release is a magical subliminal spell that keeps us stuck in a loop because we think we're letting it go, but we're releasing it. We're signing a new lease on it. So I'm releasing the thing that I'm trying to let go of. No wonder we stay going in hamster wheels. So instead of releasing something, permanently let it go. I permanently let it go. Would you like an infinity healing to be very mindful of the words that you use and use them intentionally and powerfully and consciously? Yes. So mindset, listening to hypnosis audios at night. So on YouTube, sometimes they're like, I am pushing away negativity, right? So the subconscious just takes it all. So it's like pushing away negativity instead of I am embracing positivity. Like I'm not feeding my addictions. The subconscious here is feeding my addictions, right? So you have to be very careful with the subconscious. And there are some people on YouTube that are not adding that. They're not being very mindful with the words they're using. You should only, with the subconscious, say the thing you want. You know, we're so sometimes when we're working with clients, it's like, what do you want? I don't want to feel tired. I don't want a narcissistic relationship. Well, that's what you're putting out to the universe. You don't go to a restaurant and say, I don't want a steak. I don't want a steak and I don't want pizza. You tell them what you do want, right? And with manifestation work, guys, you can be very general or you can be very specific. Things that people miss out in manifestation are the qualities. Hey, it's not the money. I'm manifesting freedom by having all this money. It's not the relationship, it's the depth of intimacy and connection I experience with them. It's not the job, but the fulfillment I experience from this career. Denise says, Infinity Healing helped me reprogram my subconscious and reset it in my conscious. Yes, words matter so much. Yeah. And 90% of why we're experiencing what we are experiencing is because of what found its way into our subconscious. Everything from birth till age 7 that we heard just went in there, and kind of for many of us, it's still there. So religious programming, cultural things we saw on TV, things we heard mom and dad say, it all kind of got stored there. So step one is to work with the mindset. Hypnosis audios. I mentioned the Infinite Abundance program. There's also this program called Subliminal 360, which I really love because you literally flash subliminals on your computer screen. And it's a program you can buy. I think it's like $30 or something. And you can choose specific things or you can customize it, write your own affirmations. So Hollywood knows this, TV news channels know this, and I've actually seen McDonald's subliminals like 0.01 second. It was just like flashed during a Food Network show that I was watching a long time ago, probably the last time I watched TV, like years ago. Yeah, so and there's studies about the Coca-Cola symbol that popped up during those drive-ins back in the day, and then the sales of popcorn and Coca-Cola increased when they did the subliminal. And then they told us they stopped doing it, but they definitely have been continuing. Funny, not funny, but if you guys haven't seen Fight Club, it's interesting because in Fight Club, there's a scene where Brad Pitt's character talks about the subliminals, how he splices a subliminal into a real movie reel in cinema. But so this is how they mind fuck us is they tell us about the subliminals in the movie, but they're actually doing real subliminals throughout the movie. Almost every scene in Fight Club has a subliminal Starbucks cup, and it's subliminal. And advertisers prefer not having in your face, it's obviously Starbucks. They prefer having it subliminal. And if you study, yeah, and I study this, so there's scenes where like the woman character is kind of like not in her power, not in her power. And the second she steps into her power, they have her smoking cigarettes, and now everyone's respecting her. Subliminally, that's telling you when you smoke a cigarette, everyone's going to respect you. So it's very subliminal. It's very consistent in every movie. Study the next movie you watch and study the scene when they're smoking and the characters. They give the stronger alpha confident people the cigarettes. But sometimes it's also like you're feeling alone, you're feeling scared, and you're eating, I saw one about like eating Burger King when you're feeling completely dumped by your girlfriend or whatever. So they're linking these things subliminally with alcohol, same thing, cigarettes, same thing. And who knows how far they've taken the subliminals in movies, but let's us brainwash our own minds positively. Otherwise, we're letting advertisers do that for us. So mindset number one. Number two, believability and expectation. So we do this in our infinity healing. Um, I want you guys to write. So this is the exercise. Write down a list of things you desire to manifest. What are like the top 5 things you want to manifest? Write them down. Hey, Geert, thanks for being here, being with us, and definitely catch the replay. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let me know with a yes when you're done so I can know to move on. I'm going to try to wrap it up in the next hour. So, would you like an infinity healing to master your mindset? Yes. Yes, great. So out of all of this is a very powerful technique one of my mentors taught me, and it's how to know which area to focus on in your manifestation. So you write the list, and you can do a longer list after today's call, list of all the things you desire to manifest. And then you're going to have 2 numbers beside each one of them. Let's start with the first one, 0 to 10, 10 being at the highest. Where are you with your level of excitement for each one of these, 0 to 10? So just put an E above it or somehow that you know that that's the excitement level. Does that make sense? So if you have life partner, funny enough for me, I thought it'll be a 10 and I realized it's like a 7. Why? Because of sometimes you don't manifest a life partner based on the headaches of the last ones that you like the heartache, the grief of your previous relationship. So the mind's like, can't go through that again. Yeah, great. So excitement level, let me know when you're done. Just say yes when you're done. 0 to 10, 10 being the highest. Okay, great. So right next to it, you want to put believability level, right? So the secret to manifestation is choosing the items, the goals, the desires that are 10 out of 10 in terms of high expectation. I expect them to happen. I believe, sorry, excitement level. I'm excited for them to happen. And then the second part, 0 to 10, believability, right? When I work with clients with abundance, oh, I want to make $1 million. How much do you believe that you can do that? 0. Well, let's not start with 1 million. Let's start with 10K or 5K or something. So believability for each one, 0 to 10. Let me know when you're done. Can I share my screen? So while you guys are doing that, I'll just share on my YouTube channel. We've got something called AM manifestation videos. And we've got where's the AM here? I'll just put it in our chat. So please click on that and save it. Somehow, I think you can save the link or save the playlist, maybe. Save the playlist, or always just go to Tarek BB on YouTube and then go to playlists. So it'll be here. So you search for Tarek BB, and then this pops up, and then you go to playlists, and then this pops up, and then you go to AM manifestation videos. Click on that, and I'll explain to you guys what we got here. So I'll be doing my own version of this. For now, it's Greg Braden. So your heart brain coherence meditation takes a few minutes. Then we've got connecting to the light. Again, I'll be doing my own process now that I have my mic set up, connecting to the light. And this is my very famous manifestation video. On my old account, there were like thousands, like 200,000 views, and just hear people like, oh my God, this works. I manifested money, manifested a job, manifested a life partner, manifested, traveling, just whatever they were wanting. Using putting out a strong transmission, connecting to God, source, universe, and putting a potent transmission, and also clearing what's in the way. So feel free to do these 3 before you get out of bed. Heart coherence, connect to the light, manifest something. And feel free to use the manifestation video to choose one thing. And if you have more than one thing, do them one at a time. So do the video a second time for a second thing you want to manifest. And it just works really powerfully. Any questions? I've used it for all kinds of things. It always works for me. Thanks, Denise. All right. So again, we completed the believability 0 to 10. So please let us know if you so circle the ones that are 10 and 10. So those are the ones that are in the sweet spot for you to manifest. So those are the ones that you can start with now. And just circle them. And the ones that aren't a 10 out of 10, like 10 and 10, at least through putting out the manifestation, doing the manifestation for that, at least it starts to, like, for example, with me, part of me is like, hey, I've never met, it's hard. I haven't met a woman that ticks off all my, like my checklist for a life partner. So in my mind, does she even exist? Is it even possible? Maybe not. But and I've done the manifestation video, and I started, and I still continue to meet people who are more women who are entrepreneurial. They're aligned with their mission and vision. They're generating a lot of money from their gifts. They're digital nomads. They're sovereignty and freedom, empowerment minded. They're spiritual warriors. So I'm already starting to see that. Oh wow, I'm attracting like what before where I was the one trying to get them to be a certain way with their abundance. Like now there's a match there, or they're even beyond where I'm at. So, but that doesn't mean like they're the one. But at least the universe is bringing forth, the ones that are of a certain frequency, and that then opens up our minds to increasing our level of believability. Whoa, well, I just attracted 5 people who are kind of ticking off a bunch of stuff on my list. My believability level has gone up. I believe it's possible now, right? Does that make sense, guys? But you will not manifest something when your believability level is zero, when your level of excitement is zero. You just won't. Does that make sense? That's the science behind it. The video kind of does it all for you, but it's good to know. Thanks, Gary. Yes, that has happened to me as well with partners. There you go. Perfect. Keep them moving. Next step, the actual process. So yeah, I'm gonna demo with you guys the actual Manifest Anything Now video that I have. I did this video a long time ago, so I was younger and the quality might not be great, but still there.
Doing what they love. So today's a special video.
So I forwarded to, well, this video looks really bad quality, but usually it looks a lot better. So we're at if you hit around the 230 mark is all you need. And let's do this process together. So close your eyes and follow through.
To do it, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep belly breath. Okay, now visualize in front of you a big ball of light, and allow Source God Universe to infuse into this big ball of light the most powerful, potent manifestation energy in the universe. And it fills this ball of light with this manifestation energy, multiplied by 100, by 1,000, by 1,000,000, by infinity. Okay. Now place into this ball of light all the thing that you desire. What is the thing that you are trying to manifest? Place it into the ball of light. See it, feel it, imagine it, believe it, like it's happening right now. Okay? Now let your heart and your higher self place into this ball of light what they want to manifest for you. So sometimes we say we want money, higher self is like we want freedom. Sometimes we say we want this, higher self is actually I want to feel empowered. Okay? Now let Source God Universe multiply, magnify these intentions stronger and stronger and stronger. Let it expand, filling the whole room that we're in, the whole city that we're in. Let it expand, filling the whole country we're in. Let it expand, filling the whole planet we're in. Let it just get so intensified and magnified and multiplied, more and more potent and powerful. Let it explode now, and let this intention, this powerful intention, go into the manifest and create this that we desire for ourselves. Let it create that for all beings on the planet that wish the same thing for themselves.
Guys, guess what time it is over here? 11:11.
So we're helping all beings on the planet experience the same things we desire right now, blessing it into their lives through prayer, through intention, through this process. And because we helped many others experience the same thing we desire, it's all starting to come back to us now, infinite fold. Right now, this is the multiplier effect. Neil Donald Walsh wrote a book about it. I believe in a book called Happier Than God. So the multiplier effect because we caused everyone else to experience it. It's all coming back to us infinite fold right now. If there's anything interfering with us being able to receive it right now, clear that. And if it requires us to take divine inspired action to making it happen, activate that. So when those moments come and or happen, we will take inspired action making them happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So bring back all your energy from all space, time, and dimension.
Thank you for that, Tarek. I appreciate it. So one thing I want to share that is different than what the law of attraction, the secret, and all that stuff that came out is notice that there was an element of blessing the whole planet to help them manifest all their heart's desires. So unfortunately, the manifestation New Age religion has become very self-centered, which is fine. Like take care of yourself, manifest your self's needs. But it also kind of keeps us in a bubble separate from the rest of the planet. Big percentage of the planet lives on less than $1 a day. So it's beautiful that encoded, by the way, encoded into the infinity healing, every time you say your yes for yourself, it encoded in it is affecting the whole collective. And encoded in this manifestation video is you're blessing all the beings to manifest their heart's desire. So that's just the full spectrum manifestation that The Secret the movie The Secret didn't show. Does that make sense? So we're really doing it in the fuller way. So everyone wins. Carry 7-Eleven there. Nice, nice. That is a secret to that number too. That's why that grocery chain is called that. The group's energy is magnetic, hot frequency. Yes. Thank you, Tarek. You're very welcome. Guys, let's take a quick pause. What was good about what we just did? What are we taking away from what we've done so far? Are we liking this call so far? Are we enjoying it? Are we getting good value? The Aries needs validation every hour. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, Christian. Thanks, Denise. Carrie, I saw my light expand and come back to me clean, beautiful. Christian, yes. Andy, yes, excellent. Felt my light expand as well, Denise, beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next. So did everyone click on the YouTube link I put here in the chat? And see if you can save that, because it would be great. I invite you guys to do it as a daily ritual before you get out of bed. Those first 3 videos, game changer. Watch your manifestation go to a whole nother level. Good. Excellent, Denise. Okay. So another powerful technique that I really love is journaling, right? So if you have your journal, now's a good time to go grab it so I can demo with you guys how to do this. So go ahead and grab your journal. If you don't have a journal, grab something that you can write on. So my ex gifted me this beautiful book. Looks very wizardy. And so I have this journal specifically to write. Like I don't want to journal any, like I treat this one like everything I write into it that is for my highest good is going to happen. I don't say today I'm feeling sad. I have another journal for that. This one is like whatever I write into this book, if it's an alignment in the best way possible, manifests, right? So, and there's science that says when you write, you're activating more of your brain's power than if you were typing, right? So technology, unfortunately, is there to help serve us, but also there's an intention to kind of derail us from our power, from our God-given gifts. And so, there's divine intelligence and there's artificial intelligence, right? And somewhere in the middle, it's a tricky thing to balance. But Carrie, I saw the energy expand, then attach to others' energy when it came back. So I imagine it going through the belly of the mother to clean it. Beautiful. Okay, so interesting. So would you like an infinity healing to have encoded into that manifestation video that it always cuts any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments? Yes. Beautiful. Would you like an infinity healing to get into the habit of listening to the manifestation AM ritual videos every day? Another word you won't hear me say is morning. I say grand rising instead of good morning because morning is another subliminal spell to do with death, right? So morning, day, week. I don't say weak because weak is sounds like weakness, like weak, like you're not strong. So what did you do last week, next week? Also morning, someone died. Um, earn, earning money, earn is what you put a dead body. Mortgage, literally mort in French is death, right? So there's all these words. Weekend, we're weekend on the weekend. Everyone's getting drunk on the weekend. So careful with those words. I'm going to do a video very soon on my YouTube channel going over this book that summarizes all these word magic spells. But yeah, does everyone have something to write on? Just put a yes, unmute yourself, say yes. We're a small group. We can unmute. Just don't derail me when you unmute and go into something else. I just want to hear the yeses. We'll open it up for Q&As at the end, I promise you. Excellent. Okay, so write this down. I'm so happy and grateful that I am now so instead of please, I need, I want, I'm so happy and grateful that I am now experiencing dot dot dot. So happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing. So just choose one area, like just in the comments, out of money, life purpose, relationships, health, what's the number one priority for you? So let's start with money. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing 5K. Sometimes I like to add all the options. Like so for you guys, let's say I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 per month. Working. Well, let's careful with manifestation. You don't want to put limits on, like sometimes the mind tries to control. Like I will get this money from my job. I will get this money from something. Like try not to limit it because you want to keep it open to all the best divine possibilities. I'm so happy now that I'm experiencing financial freedom. It's a very good one. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing financial freedom. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing infinite self-confidence. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm reaching all my soul clients with my work. I'm so happy and grateful that I have X amount of people working with me every month. I'm so happy and grateful that my clients get amazing results and refer their friends. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm reaching millions of people with my social media content. I'm so happy and grateful that I have 10,000 people on my 10,000 engaged soul tribe followers on my newsletter, social media, YouTube, etc. Right? So you can be specific. Notice I said soul clients, not just clients. I said engaged subscribers versus just subscribers because you're gonna have a bunch of bots following you, right? They're just robots. They're not really doing anything. So you add those like really elevated, you can really take it to the next level with things like that. Next, let's do one for relationships. I'm so happy and grateful So what the trick, the manifestation trick is to write them over and over. So you can literally do the money one 5 times, the relationship one 5 times, the health one, write it 5 times. And as you're writing it, you're activating your superpower, subconscious, mind power, putting it out there. Grateful that I am now. Right? So I'm so happy and grateful that I have the best relationship with myself. I'm so happy and grateful that I have the best connection with my ultimate soul tribe. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm uh, having the best relationship with my ultimate life partner. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm rising in love with myself every day in every way, right? Because when you're just rising in love with yourself instead of falling in love, rising in love with yourself every day in every way, it's like no matter what happens externally, it's an inner game, right? Let's do one for health. So happy and grateful that I'm in love with myself to the point that I'll only allow in truth. And 1, 2, 3, and so it is. Let's do that for Denise. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing financial freedom. And so it is. So happy and grateful that I'm keeping my cup full of vitality and infinite health. Okay. So you guys get it? You're writing it down daily as a form of manifestation. So would you like an infinity healing to get into the habit of doing that daily? Yes. Okay. Next. Goal cards. So if you can write down as your home plate to buy some of these goal cards. And so a few things you can do with this. One is have one called your AM rituals. See if I have mine here. Yeah, I found my PM one. So PM rituals, and then you have your AM rituals. And you could just write down what are the things you want to do when you get up in AM and then PM, right? So step one is to buy them. Step two is to write them down. I'll share some of my examples. And then as soon as you get up right before bed, you go to this and you start going through them. So for me to wake up at 5 a.m., rise with the sun, so some sun gazing, do the AM rituals on YouTube, play some of my infinity healing music, gratitude journaling, like journaling what we just did, affirmations, cold shower, have an elixir is a new step. So elixir could be like ginger with like apple cider, lemon water. Check your sometimes it's not. I found out lemon water is not good for me, but find out what's the best thing for your body to get it awakened, waking up. Some probiotics. It looks here like I'm taking some tinctures, prayers for humanity. So that's encoded in that AM ritual. I created something I call the most powerful prayer. It's this one here. So after you do so once you do finish the manifest anything now, once you start playing the affirmations, you can start making your bed with it. Like you don't have to be laying down for it. You can have it passive in the background while you're cleaning dishes, preparing your breakfast, getting your clothes on, whatever you're doing, you're driving to work. You can listen to this one. Daily prayer, experience your best day ever. I think this is one of the most powerful prayers. It covers everything and it's so ahead of its time. I recorded it years and years ago. And it even has something about like transmuting the toxicity of vaccinations that go into children. Like it was really channeled, to be honest. And then you've got 250 abundance affirmations. Like I want to explain to you guys, these are when I say this 250 abundance affirmations, it's not like anything out there because it has the infinity healing encoded, which means you're not only downloading these 250 abundance affirmations into your subconscious mind, which become a way, your new way of being, it also transmutes everything opposing those affirmations. So very powerful. And then you've got your 70 life purpose activations. Again, you can listen to them while you're doing things in the AM. And then I've added a few health things like a lymph reset. So it's just a few minutes of tapping and activating your lymph drainage. So it like drains out the toxins from your body. It takes 3 minutes. So there's this book called Atomic Habits. So that's actually another thing I would add to my AM list is audiobook summary. If this is overwhelming for you guys, this is the hack. Start with one. Start with one thing. Like just do one of these videos. Just do the heart math. Next day, do heart math and the heart opening. Next day, do this, and that. Next day, do this, that, and and this. So it's about getting. I'm drinking some cacao from Costa Rica, and it's very grainy. So a lot of them got stuck in my throat. Um, or I could be picking up someone's throat chakra blockage. So would you like an infinity healing to clear your throat chakra so you feel safe to be seen? Get yourself out there, feel safe to be seen in your fullness. Mm. Yes. So another beautiful hack is to go to YouTube while, like one of my things is yoga, doing some light stretches. And one of the things I listen to is an audiobook summary. Maybe I'll have a list. Forgive me, guys. One second. So maybe what I can create on my YouTube channel is audiobook summary list. And so Game Changer, like I literally listened to one book years ago called Millionaire Mind, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And in there was a powerful tool on how to manage your finances. So no matter how much money was coming in, you take a percentage, put it into 5 separate buckets or accounts, and then watch them grow. And they reached hundreds of thousands in terms of investments and passive income, and like just from starting with literally being broke to the point that I remember finding $5 on the floor once and took it back and put $1 into each account, into each little bucket, which were just cups at the time. I could share. Let me know if you guys want me to share that with you. I'll share it. But my point is, wealth of wisdom. Wisdom is under wealth. Wisdom, right? So reading, learning from other people. You guys are on this call. Even though I'm not giving you money, I'm giving you something more precious than money is wisdom. To be able to, teaching you how to fish instead of giving you the fish. So, and sometimes people have that scarcity mindset where I'm like, I can help you make all this money. And they're like, Tariq, I want you to pay me for my services. And I'm like, no, you're missing the point. You just want, stuff like not believing yourself. So 100% for our community, healing those witch hunts. I'll get to that. I'm bouncing around. Let me reground. Listening to an audiobook. So this is how cool technology is. You can literally go to YouTube, type in a book like Atomic Habits, write it down, Game Changer. And this one book, you can type in summary. So Atomic Habits audiobook summary. And it's someone's revolutionary idea that's going to help us evolve Like it's like 5, 10, 20 years of their evolution into a book, which helps us, right? So if every book we read fast tracks us 5, 10, 15, 20 years in evolution, then look how fast we can evolve. And you type in audiobook summary on YouTube, someone already took the time to read the whole book and summarize all the most important points and deliver that to you in audio. So if you're sitting around listening to the radio that's brainwashing you on your way to work, or just listening to crap, pop artists that have all A-list celebrities, artists have been infiltrated. Their music has subliminals, satanic frequencies, keeping us in our root survival chakras. That's terrible things. So either put a protection around you that none of that gets into your field, or just don't listen to it. Listen to more conscious artists. I do have a conscious playlist on Spotify. If you guys want, I'll share that. I'm gonna pause. I feel like I went on fire right there. So I have a Palestine playlist, all these Palestinian artists. I have a conscious artist playlist. There it is, conscious music. It's got 150, yeah, it's like 11 hours of artists that I've chosen that are conscious, and I can share that with you guys. Do you guys have Spotify? Share. Copy link. There you go. Where's the chat? Here we go. So here's my feel free to listen to that. I've carefully chosen all the artists there. Let's pause. So Atomic Habits basically says do one thing and then add another habit. And then imagine every day you're adding one baby step of a habit. So at the end of the year, you've added 365 habits. And because you're doing it every day, it's becoming a habit. You don't need to think about it anymore. And the AM card and the PM card really just help. And it's not about perfection. It's not about doing all the steps. It's just about grounding in something to get things going. So where are we with the notes, comments? I love you all. Love that one, the daily prayer. I'm so happy, grateful. Yeah, here we go. Is your ring a fire agate? Carrie, this one is a, someone answered it. This one's a moonstone. Can't remember what that is. My parents gave it to me. Might not be, yeah, I don't know, but that's sapphire apparently. And lapis lazuli, maybe. And they were birthday, I bought them for myself as birthday gifts. I love that one, the daily prayer. Cool, Denise, you're into it, huh? I love all of you. Thanks, Carrie. I have listened to it when making my candles. Very cool. The healing gets in the candles. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. No need to forgive. Please share. We do Maui for Palestine. Please follow on IG. What do you mean, Carrie? We do Maui for Palestine. I follow on IG. What does that mean? I love the cards. Yeah, thank you, Labradorite. Labradorite. You guys made crystals. I love it. Yeah, you love the cards. Great. Okay, so far, big takeaways. What was good about that? More importantly, what are you committing to do with that information, right? It's not a passive experience. It's like I'm committing to doing something. Okay. How are we feeling, guys? Okay, so we talked about mindset, believability, and level of expectation to choose what to manifest, the 10 out of 10s. We talked about the manifestation process. We talked about writing daily. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing. We talked about the goal cards. So you've got your AM, your PM, and now the next one. This is really powerful. Cool, Carrie, you're making your cards. Amazing. So next step with these goal cards is to write down for the different topics, areas of your life. So one for money. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing infinite financial freedom. financial abundance, financial prosperity. I'm so happy and grateful that I have X amount of clients I work with every month and get great results. So take down the topic of money and create a card for it and use it every single day. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing infinite financial freedom, abundance, and empowerment. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm rising in love with myself. You can be general or specific. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm in a very committed relationship with my ultimate life partner, and we feel so perfect for each other and aligned on all levels. I'm so happy and grateful that my health is at an all-time high. I feel full of vitality and energy, and I feel grounded in my being. And I'm getting younger and younger every day in every way. So that's the next step, is to write affirmations for each area of your life, and then in your AM rituals to read the goal cards um, as soon as you start your day. How do you phrase your manifestation about wanting to let go of someone toxic that you love without bringing them in more subconsciously? Yeah, great question. So with cutting cords, let's just do it right now. Would you like an infinity healing to cut any and all? So careful, I learned this the hard way. I was cutting a cord with an X, and I said this statement. I said, cut all cords. And I literally ended up cutting the cord to source, God, universe. I mean, you can't cut it, but I kind of experienced as if it was cut. I felt like I was a vampire for the next 24 hours. It's like staying up at night, just indulging in all the foods, like junk foods, and not looking at the sun. It's like, oh my God, this is like what entities and vampires feel like. Because it's like beings that choose not to connect to the source. And so I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments. So would you like an infinity healing to cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments in all space-time dimensions now and forever? Yes. Sometimes I like to imagine my hand is a sword. So I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments. I cut any and all, so you can do it both sides. I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments. I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments. I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments, and reclaim my infinite freedom, sovereignty, and empowerment. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Next. So one of my early mentors is Christine Marie Sheldon, and she does this thing where she goes, what will it take to manifest? Works like a charm. So what will it take for me to manifest XXX? First part of the prayer, please write it down. What will it take? So you're not trying to answer that question. I try to do this with people and they're like, what will it take is that I do this and that. No, we're asking the universe, we're asking God source to universe, God source. What will it take for me to manifest my ultimate life partner? Universe source God, what will it take for me to manifest 10K per month? Universe, what will it take for me to be, and you can get very creative with these prayers. So I'll give a few examples. Give me an example of something you guys are trying to manifest so I can channel the what will it takes for you. And this I like to do when I go for walks. So going for a walk daily, amazing, amazing ritual. So Carrie, I'm going to ask you, I love that. From 0 to 10 believability, where are you at with manifesting 500,000 a month? Okay, and where are you in terms of level of excitement? Yeah, so I, I love that. So this is perfect. So remember how earlier the lesson was to only focus on the 10 out of 10s because those are the ones you're going to manifest because this one's not in your sweet spot yet. Yeah. So, but I love that you said it because then it's reminding us all to focus on the sweet spots. So thanks for that. Denise says soul clients. So let's go back to Carrie's 500,000 a month. So this is what you do when you have a goal that is not in your sweet spot. Carrie, just tune in. What number per month is in your sweet spot that you have 100% believability and level of expectation? $40K. There you go. See? Perfect. So let's cover the whole thing. And where are you at right now, month to month? Because we'll start where you are. So when I work with clients, they're like, I want to make $1 million. And I'm like, well, how much are you making right now? Like 2,000 a month. So we start, 2,000 a month is letting me know. Okay, perfect. So 1,400. So let's round it up to 2,000, let's say. Um, so usually it's like, okay, let's say you're a two, let's double it, 4K per month. Let's then double that, 8K per month. Then let's double that, 16K per month. And let's double that, 40K per month. So it's good to do the increments. And with the what will it takes, we'll cover the whole thing. So so start with where you're at and double it. Universe. So I'd like to do this while I'm walking because it moves the energy. So imagine you're just going for a hike and you're just no one's there and you're just being really loud. Source, God, universe. I'll just say source, or I won't even say source, but direct it to whatever you believe in. It's like, what's it going to take for me to manifest $2,000 per month right now? What's it going to take for me to manifest $4,000 a month right now? What's it going to take for me to manifest $8,000 a month right now? What's it going to take for me to manifest $10,000 right now? What's it going to take for me to manifest $15,000 right now? What's it going to take for me to manifest $20,000 right now? What will it take for me to manifest $40,000 right now? Right? So powerful, strong transmissions out into the universe. That's the first step. The second step, which is very important, which 90% of people don't do, is clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Please write that down. Clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Why? Because step one is you're telling the universe, what's it going to take for me to manifest that? Okay, what's it going to take? It's going to need to increase your vibration. What's it going to take is letting go of this trauma. What's it going to take is magnetizing all these things. What's it going to take is you're going to put your website out. So it's like all the things needed to make that happen. And it might not happen immediately. And so sometimes you go, what's it going to take for me to manifest, 40,000 a month? And then you attract someone who's, let's say, a mentor who wants to take you there. But you get in your own way. You're like, oh my God, I don't have the money. I'm afraid. Does this guy really want to help me? I got scammed last time. Maybe this guy's a scammer, right? So sometimes we pull it towards us, and the universe chose those people perfectly. But then our own stuff that hasn't been cleared kick in and block what we're trying to call in. Does that make sense? I'll get to your question, Randy. Thank you for that. So the second part is so important because we don't just want to attract it and we don't fully receive it. Sometimes it's like, why am I attracting all these potential clients, but none of them are signing up? Why am I attracting all these possible life partnerships, but they're not like seeing me, or my abandonment, rejections are coming up? So the second part is, and now I clear everything in the way of this happening right now. So for the money one that we just did, and I clear everything in the way of this happening right now. So try to see like an onion with so many layers, right? So for the things we're wanting, if they're not happening right now, there are layers that are in the way of it happening. So I like to go clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Say it with me. Clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Clear everything in the way of this happening right now. Clear everything in the way this happening right now. Clear everything in the way that's happening right now. And Carrie, how does that feel now that we've done that? Just tell me how you guys feel. Did you feel a shift? We all did it. Right on. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Okay. So that's the formula, guys. Who here is committed to doing that? Again, add it to your list of habits. Once you start with your first baby steps. So there's a whole bunch of steps here. I'm trying to fast track you guys on 15 years of adding. But just write it down and eventually you'll do it. Even if you do it once a week, when you go for a hike, if you go for walks, I like to go for walks during sunset So just add it to your walk. So that's another hack, is to do these things. A lot of people say I don't have the time, but for example, like I like to listen to healing audio while I'm having a bath, or like while I'm going for a jog, or I like to do my what will it takes when I'm walking, or I like to listen to the hypnosis while I'm sleeping. So if people are like, I don't have the time, it's like while you're sleeping, right? So while I'm driving to work, right? I don't drive to work, but like for people who do. So it's about like while you're doing laundry, while you're making a meal, so you find ways to have it done in a way that is strategic. How would you phrase your manifestation about wanting to let go? How is that for you guys? The money example, you can do it with relationships, and you can get creative with the money, right? So if you have a business and you attract clients, what would it take for me to have someone sign up for $1,000 pack? If you guys haven't created packages, book in a breakthrough call with me, because I'm starting to offer how to make 10,000 per month from your gifts, talents, and abilities, free 15-minute breakthrough calls. So I share my 10K per month blueprint. And if you guys haven't done that, I put a link right there. You guys can book in a breakthrough call with me, and I'll share with you how to do that. Just did it like last week, and this lady was leaving a job where she wasn't feeling aligned. And she's like, I don't know how to make my money. I was like, how much would you like to make? She's like, 10K. Doing what? Cooking, but like online, creating a membership site, teaching people back home. She's from Poland, teaching people back home how to cook simple, healthy meals. And then we added the numbers on how many people are following her, how many people already said they'll sign up. And basically she has her 10K blueprint ready to go. She just needs to implement it. So, does anyone in the group have anxiety? Interesting. Is anyone in the group feeling anxious right now? Please respond to Denise's question. So Denise, what will it take for you to manifest your perfect laptop with infinite ease and grace? So you can get creative if you have your own business. What will it take for me to manifest selling a $1,000 package, a $5,000 package, a $10,000 package? What would it take for me to manifest high-end clients who are happy to pay me for my services, get amazing results working with me, and refer their friends? What would it take for me to receive these clients with infinite ease and grace, feeling infinitely worthy, deserving, and good enough? What would it take for me to magnetize my ultimate soul clients to me with ease and grace? What would it take for before my clients sign up with me that they already have all the money needed to make it happen? What will it take for when my clients sign up and invest in working with me that money comes back to them immediately, tenfold, 100-fold, financially, spiritually, emotionally? So there's like a whole, get creative with it, have fun with it. What are we taking away from that, guys? And anyone feeling anxiety? I want Mandy's question answered because I do it lots of lot. Yeah, I was going to get to that. Thank you. Mandy, sorry, Mandy. Yeah, Mandy. How would you phrase your manifestation about wanting to let go of someone toxic that you love? Yeah, what would it take for me to permanently let go of this person, to let go of any unhealthy attachments to this person in all space-time dimensions? That's when I actually demoed with you guys how to cut any and all unhealthy cords. So that's how you let go of the person. If you want to take it a step further, sometimes I cut unhealthy cords with exes and they still reattach. So what you do is I cut any and all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments in all space-time dimensions now and forever, and allow the person who's trying to hook onto me, cord onto me, to immediately deflect off of me and go straight to the source, straight to God, so they receive all that they need directly from the source. Does that make sense? It's your intention. So you don't want to fear mentioning a person's name, because that's like a fear program, because it's your intention. If my intention is to say my ex's name, but my intention is that they are fully hooked to source, God, universe, and getting all they need directly from within, I wouldn't be afraid to say their name, right? Does that make sense? No one was feeling anxiety. Denise, are you feeling anxious? Maybe it's like the ego being like, oh my God, I have no excuses not to succeed now. Yeah, it's not you. I thought so too. You're picking it up, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's like people's subconscious egos or inner children or mind being like, oh God, I have no excuse but to succeed now. I have an abundance of tools. So Denise, why don't you go ahead and do it and Infinity Healing to clear that for the collective, since you are a powerful healer, facilitator of healing. Okay, connecting to source. Yeah, so we talked about what it takes. Remember, clear everything the way this is happening right now. Do it daily. Yeah, game changer if you do it daily, at least weekly. Next, connecting to source or God hourly. So I talked about putting your alarm clock. Let's say right now we've hit the hour. Just take a moment, take a deep breath, let go, breathe in that energy from source God. So you can see, you can do the waterfall technique through your head, throat, heart, power center, belly, lower back, thighs, ankles, feet, grounding into Mother Earth. And then my technique is feel every cell shining like a sun, radiating in all directions, bringing your energy and back, bringing your energy and being back into its ultimate divine blueprint. Okay, great, awesome. Denise, what will it take for you to feel other people's stuff without taking it on? What would it take for all of us to feel other people's stuff without taking it on? What would it take for us to, there's this other technique for empaths. I feel my emotions 90%, and I feel other people's emotions only 10%. All right, so we're more tuned into what we're feeling and then less about others is another way to do it. Definitely feeling someone's sacral stuff, trauma stored in the sacral or on the right side. You may feel it on the left. Next, AM rituals. We talked about that. 9, write a list and forget about it. So this is another really cool manifestation technique that I love. So you write a list of everything you're looking for in a life partner. Uh, you can date it a year from the day or 6 months from the day. Dream home, life partner, what you're going to do with your millions of dollars. And then remember, conclude it with this or something greater. Include all my heart's desires. And then you can just literally either just fold it, burn it in a sacred fire, or just like intentionally with a lighter and give it to Mother Earth. Put it in water, flush it, or you can just store it somewhere in the house and completely forget about it. That's another powerful manifestation technique. Number 10, I have rituals and ceremonies. So it's a full moon, you start a fire in your backyard, you know, go to some event with your, good witchy soul sisters and brothers, and do a ritual, some cacao, some music, shake medicine is really good when you want to just get rid of something, just shake your body, shake it out of your system. What do you want to let go of in full moons? Um, you can use it as an opportunity to let go of limiting beliefs, patterns that are coming up. So you can write down that I'm letting go of this belief, this pattern, this fear, this emotion, send them into the fire. Rituals are fun because it's whatever you want. It's like, because sometimes it's the mind that doesn't believe. The mind's just like, what? Like I get so many clients telling me, what? I could just say yes, and in a few seconds, I'm clearing all my trauma. Like I'm clearing the blocks of what I'm wanting. And the mind doesn't believe it's that easy. Otherwise, it would have done it. So that's when like these magical rituals, like dancing with the fire, there's a fire and there's like herbs and we're drinking like, herbal medicines from earth. And it's like with the full moon alignment, like all of that just helps increase what? We said the science earlier. So magic is just sophisticated science. Um, It's increasing the mind's ability to believe, right? It's like, oh my God, we're doing this and we're doing that. Like sometimes the mind just needs like, okay, we did like 5 things in that ritual. We danced, we drank cacao, we sang songs, sent something, we let go of stuff into the fire. It's a sacred fire. We set the intention, whatever we set in the fire gets burnt in all space-time dimensions. So rituals and ceremonies. Ceremonies could include doing magic mushroom. I've done several self magic mushroom ceremonies. Um, um, so, setting the intention with a magic mushroom and then um, allowing, letting the plant medicine, whether it's ayahuasca, cacao, even you can do cacao ceremonies. Cacao is the word for chocolate in its original form. Herbs, different herbs, teas. I've seen it done with the lotus leaf tea ceremonies. You can do it with plant medicines like ayahuasca. We're doing a retreat here in Costa Rica soon. I'm also I'm doing VIP days where people will fly in for the day, go to waterfalls, go to an ecstatic dance on a Sunday. It's like healthy buffets. We can integrate Watsu, which is like water therapy, definitely infinity healing, some coaching, maybe plant medicines with some magic mushrooms. So yeah, anyone who's interested in spending a day or 2 or 3 days with me, reach out to me through tarikbibi.com or support@tarikbibi.com. And we're offering these like life-changing, like save yourself years of going in circles and just spend 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week with me. And let's just get it all taken care of, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, whether it's finances, whether it's life purpose, all of it. So ceremonies is another powerful way to do it. Number 11 is healing work, guys. If you've been trying to manifest a life partner for your whole life and it's not working, well, what is it from childhood, mom, dad, ancestral past lives that's in the way? Pinpointing these blocks, doing some deep healing to clear them. So I already put my link below in the chat. If anyone here is like, you know what, I'm just done. I'm ready to clear this. Infinity healing is great at getting to the root of something when you've tried everything and it's not working. So healing your childhood wounds, letting go of limiting beliefs, fears, control dramas. Are we still stuck in some of our childhood dramas? Birth traumas. Just on my birthday the other day, all this trauma came up, and I was like, "Whoa, what did I encode during birth that is playing out right now, 43 years later?" Ancestral stuff, definitely working with, being a spiritual warrior, light body activated, entity clearings, addictions. That's the groundwork that really needs to be done in order for us to, that will help us manifest with more ease and grace. Shadow work is huge. You're right, Denise. Aya is calling. Mama Aya. Magic is just sophisticated science. Yeah, it's in one of my songs. I don't know if you've heard it, Denise, but I was featured on Truth Sika's song Laughter. And I go sophisticated science, but you'd call it magic. Denise, when I had my huge shift before I was guided to infinity healing, I wrote all I wanted to let go from my whole life and burnt it in the campfire in Montana woods. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Mahalo. Okay. Oh, you've seen it. Okay, cool. Laughter. Nice. Okay, remember this or something greater. Include all that my heart is desiring. And then you can add, may all beings experience their heart's desires, or bless this manifestation forward for all the beings on the planet. Yeah. So last thing I would leave you guys with, if you want to heal certain things in your life or manifest your 10K per month, 100K per month blueprint, put in a link there where you can hop onto my calendar. We can do, I think for this month, we might be maxed out, but for next week or the week after, there might be the first opening to do this free 10K per month blueprint call. And if it's not about money, you can just tell me what are the things that keep coming up, and I can share some insights on how to clear them. We're officially concluding our call today. Bring all your energy back into your body. Pull back all your energy from all space-time dimensions now into the present moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And this concludes our call. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'd love to hear from you before we conclude. What was your biggest takeaway? Was this worth your 2 hours? My cat is called to be with us. Ah, beautiful. Hey, kitty. Yeah, cats really feel the infinity healing a lot of times when I do live Zoom calls with clients and they have cats. Cats just find their way to the call. Okay. Oh. Cards to assist me in the reminder. Beautiful, Carrie. Mandy, thank you so much. So many gems to take home and explore. Beautiful. So I'll conclude us with a Light Warrior Anthem. It's one of the songs on one of my songs. And in it has the activation for being the light warrior that you are. So that's the Indigo Prophet and Nico. Yeah, also I have a really powerful series if you want to go deep into it. It's called Mastering Manifesting. It's a whole series on my playlist. Yeah, tons of resources here. Here we go. So allow the song to serenade you and activate your light warrior codes, and enjoy the video.
Awaken, my child. Awaken, goddesses. Awaken, all the gods. Awaken, crystal children.
You can't let nobody stand in your way.
Wake up, rainbow child.
You just gotta get back up.
Rise up, rainbow
You just gotta
warriors.
get back up.
Your time has come.
And take down
The world
everything
needs
that you
you.
cannot change now.
Awaken
You just
and
gotta
join
get
us
back up, yeah.
as we
You just
unite the
gotta
rainbow
get
tribe
back up.
worldwide.
They tried labeling me ADHD, cause my being's dialed into higher frequencies. They think I'm demented, frequencies. They think I'm demented. I pause and reflect, and cause I'm connected to higher dimensions. Sometimes I feel like, what is the purpose? Sometimes I feel like I'm less than and worthless. Sometimes I feel like I'm lost in this circus. My brain's wired different, I got unique circuits. This one's dedicated to all those being labeled as different, who don't fit into the system, who are misfits, who question their traditions, who are gifted and highly ambitious. We challenge authority, we can't be controlled. We're a growing minority, we won't do what we're told. We get angry and depressed, our feelings we won't suppress. The world is in a mess, so we're here to be our best.
You can't let
let
nobody stand in
anyone
your
stop
way.
you.
No, you can't.
You just gotta get back up.
Can't do what you're here to
You
do.
just gotta get back up.
Get back up.
You gotta get back up. Never give up. Let go of all that stuff you've been holding on to. That's in the way of the greatest you.
Yeah, cause everything you see is your divine inherency. Potentially we co-create infinite serenity within the century. Coexist yet live separately. I'm losing my religion, I'm losing my identity. activate our infinite DNA genetically, releasing core traumas in our cellular memory, changing our bodies and our molecular chemistry, communicate from the heart using psychic telepathy. We're authentic, humble, and in our integrity, signs of the times, and you were definitely meant to be. I vote for the people, don't care about the presidency. I live in the now, I just care about the presidency. I live through Atlantis, I've seen it get ruined. Father, forgive them for they not know what they're doing. Whether Pleiadian or human, you are the movement. So let's get together, cause you are the solution.
You might be feeling alone. You might feel like no one understands you. You might feel like there's no one out there like you. But I want you to know, there are many of us all over this planet. And we are gifted. And we are powerful. And we have a mission.
Burning me, yet I keep coming back purposely. You're psychologically, emotionally hurting me. Everything was a blur to me, felt like love deserted me. But it occurred to me, the only way to stop me is to murder me. But even if you did, I would live eternally. And even as a kid, I will feel you cursing me. You pick on me, cause you're big and mean. I can see that your every scheme, nothing's what it seems in this dream. While love is embracing me, demons are chasing me. Angels are saving me, I've been waiting so patiently. Praying so hastily, heart's been aching and paining me. We rising up steadily, waiting so readily with our spiritual weaponry. No room for jealousy, we're moving with empathy, especially presently when it comes to our legacy and planetary destiny. So if you'd like victory, then come stand next to me.
Every experience you've been through has been divinely orchestrated to help you be the person you're here to be, your destiny. Activate your infinite being and spread those divine ripples of love in all directions and impact more than you can imagine. This is your time to shine. We've come from all over the globe, all over the universe, to be in this moment, to create the change that's needed, to help awaken all beings, co-create heaven on earth, from now until infinity. From now until infinity. From now until infinity. I see you. And I believe in you. Spartan Productions.
Beautiful, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'll see you on that breakthrough call. See you on the YouTube channel. See you at the next event. Keep shining and share with us at support@tarkview.com how we can support you in fully aligning with your purpose and mission and vision and thriving from your gifts. We're here for you. I'm just going to read a few comments here. Watched it 3 times this week. Amazing, Mandy. Carrie, you can't hide under the cover. You just got to get back up. Exactly. Tapping into the YouTube. Music's so on point. Other friends asked who you were, and I was able to share. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate it. Thank you, Denise. A lot of people follow me are like, you're the best, biggest, best kept secret. Okay. Thank you, guys. Mahalo. Appreciate you, Mandy, Christian. Amazing, amazing. Much love.